we're here live at the ACF conference, and I'm talking to Jay Kennedy, Head of Policy at Directorate for Social Change. Jay, what do you think are the biggest challenges for foundations in the coming years?
I mean, obviously one of the biggest challenges which we've been talking about today is, how they invest their assets and the difficulties in the financial environment. I think another associated challenge, that's kind of the other side of that coin, is how they're going to address increasing demand from fundraising applicants. Thirdly, I think there's a challenge that's related to dealing with those two questions, which is about how they improve their own practices to make sure that they're more effective and that they're making the most use out of the resources that they do have.
And what are the three things you'd like to see foundations do differently? Some things that foundations could do differently to respond to the financial environment.
I think partly I'd like them to look more closely at the information that they provide in the public domain and really try to make that as clear as they can make it. We've done some research on the issue of ineligible applications, and we determined that out of roughly 1 million applications to trusts and foundations in a single year, 1/3 of them are ineligible, meaning that they don't meet the grant maker's basic criteria. So there's clearly a kind of a communication breakdown between fundraisers and the people who are providing the money. And if there's an opportunity for greater efficiency and effectiveness, if foundations can look at their own processes and make sure that they're providing clear information for the people who are seeking help. I think another thing that they can do is look at investing more in their own development. And obviously, the downside of that is it takes away from money that might be going out the door. But we think that there can be increased outcomes if trusts and foundations are more willing to look at how they resource themselves, how they do research about beneficiaries' needs, or the people who are actually running the application processes. And finally, I think they can do more to work together to develop best practice and kind of develop good grant making as an idea, particularly for those organizations which may not be members of ACF or other representative bodies. I think there's a lot more we can do, particularly for small organizations that are out there that may have less resource.
Jay, thanks very much.
Thank you.